Hi, my name is Barret Hedeen, and today I'm going to be talking with you about Lesson 36 in the workbook. I'll be reading through it and then giving a little bit of commentary as we go. So here we go. Lesson 36, My holiness envelops everything I see. What a beautiful topic, what a beautiful idea. As we go through this, it really helps us to start to have right perception. Today's idea extends the idea for yesterday from the perceiver to the perceived. You are holy because your mind is part of God's. And because you are holy, your sight must be holy as well. Sinless means without sin. You cannot be without sin a little. You are sinless or not. I kind of like that point. It reminds me that of that expression, a woman can't just be a little bit pregnant. You either are or you're not. So we're either sinless or we're not. We're either perfect or we're not. And a big part of Jesus' work in the workbook is to help us to know that we are. We are holy. We are perfect. We are real, not the real body that we think we are, but the real Christ. He continues, if your mind is part of God's, you must be sinless, or a part of his mind would be sinful. Makes a lot of sense. Your sight is related to his holiness, not to your ego, and therefore not to your body. So here we see another place where Jesus very clearly links the body and ego. The body is a product of the ego, and that we don't really need to buy into either of them. Sure, we can live in our body, we can have the experiences of the body, but we can start to believe in those experiences less and less. We can start to see that nothing that happens here on the level of the body is ever the source of our happiness, and also never the source of our suffering, that those are simply choices that we make in the mind. He continues, for 3 to 5 minute practice periods are required for today. Try to distribute them fairly evenly and make the shorter applications frequently to protect your protection throughout the day. I like that expression, to protect your protection. We need to be conscious of the choices that we're making, and as we are more and more conscious, which is the big goal of our workbook practice, that we become more conscious of what we're thinking, what we're doing, what we're feeling, and we don't go through our lives mindless. As Jesus says, we are much too tolerant of mind wandering. And he goes on here, the longer practice periods should take this form. First, close your eyes and repeat the idea for today several times, slowly. So let's do that together. My holiness envelops everything I see. Let's say it a few more times in your mind. Then open your eyes and look quite slowly about you, applying the idea specifically to whatever you note in your casual survey. Say, for example, my holiness envelops that rug. My holiness envelops that wall. My holiness envelops these fingers. My holiness envelops that chair. My holiness envelops that body. My holiness envelops this pen. Just to add to that, in my circumstances, my holiness envelops that tree. My holiness envelops those clouds. And please continue here for another minute or so with whatever is showing up in your surroundings. Several times during these practice periods, close your eyes and repeat the idea to yourself. Then open your eyes and continue as before. My holiness envelops everything I see. Jesus then continues, for the shorter exercise periods, close your eyes and repeat the idea. Look about you as you repeat it again, and conclude with one more repetition with your eyes closed. All applications should, of course, be made quite slowly, as effortlessly and unhurriedly as possible. So as we continue to practice this idea today, and as we bring these ideas in the workbook into our life more and more, we begin to have a different experience. And I think one of the beautiful things about this workbook lesson is that, well, first off, it's a fairly short one. Whenever I see a short workbook lesson, I'm kind of like secretly cheering. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get through this one quick. As much as I love this workbook, I do, have this feeling sometimes it's work, and a little less work makes me happy. But another beautiful thing about this workbook lesson is that it really emphasizes the idea that as you see your brother, so you see yourself. So when we start seeing the Christ in everything around us, we're really reinforcing that the Christ is in us too. So as we see the holiness in that tree or in that chair, in that wall, and all the things around us, really what we're saying is that holiness is in me. Holiness lies within. As without, so within. So this idea just really reinforces that deeper, more beautiful truth that we really are, and that we can't ever leave behind, but we can sometimes leave behind in our awareness. So thanks for spending a little bit of time with me as we explored this lesson today. Again, this was lesson number 36. I encourage you to check it out yourself and to use it and use these ideas some more. Again, my name is Barret Hedeen. You can find more about me and the work that I do at my website, which is barrethedeen.com. That's BarretHedeen.com. It'd be great to connect with you in person. Always feel free to reach out. I'd love to hear how you're doing and how your experience of the course is progressing. So many blessings, much love to you all. All right, bye now.